my mom black and my daddy black. Here.
Hello ladies, and welcome back to Rated Her. I know it has been a long time coming. We have not did a DWW in the whole year. So I figured why not start off with this beautiful goddess. She is an amazing model, a photographer. She gives some dope editing tips on Instagram, and we are just so excited to be interviewing her. So, what do you do? A little bit about yourself before we get into my questions for you.
Yes, thank you for allowing me to be here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Like the intro was everything. But I'm Symone Seven. I'm a photographer, capital H-E-R. And I'm a photographer / art director here in Atlanta.
Oh, cool. So, this is the typical question, how did you get into photography?
Ooh. And child, do you want the long version or the short version? How much time?
Let's do the summarized version. How about that?
Okay. Child, I always feel like I'm finna say like, let me tell you about the goodness of the Lord. Because my story and how I got started is so much, like so tied to my testimony.
Yeah.
Like I always kind of use photography kind of as my ministry. Because when I started, okay, let me give you a little bit of background.
Okay,
put it in context.
Come on, now. Spill it out. Spill it out.
Okay, I first picked up a camera in 2014. Just graduated high school.
Okay.
I was living in Florida because that's where I'm from.
Okay.
And we wanted to move to Atlanta. The only thing was we didn't have no Atlanta money. So my mom, she owns a hair salon. She's also a nurse.
Okay.
So we put a crab shack in the back of the hair salon. And I needed to take photos so we can advertise it on Facebook, tell our family and friends. Just make, like, kind of fund our journey here.
Yeah.
So did that. After the summer, I had bought a camera, like a professional one, because the business was really rolling. Like, we was selling out of food every single day.
Wow.
Yeah, so started that. Once I got to college, got to Atlanta, started doing my own thing. It was chill, things went a little haywire a little bit. And I found myself in like a weird place. Like I was temporarily out of school. Everything would seem like it was seemingly like falling apart, but I didn't know that it was like coming together. So I stopped. I just went back to Florida for a little bit and kind of reflected. I was like, okay, everything seems like it's falling apart, but what do I have left?
Yeah.
That same camera I bought that summer, at the end of that journey, picked it up, started taking pictures of my friends, my family. Within 2 weeks, I had a full clientele in Atlanta and in Florida. So I would go back and forth every weekend, plus being in school here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was good.
No, that is a testimony for real.
Right.
So with your pictures, I know like it's so many different things that you could shoot as a photographer. What kind of made you focus in on shooting women, especially women of color? Like what inspired that?
Yeah, I think being raised by a black woman inspired that.
Yeah.
Being a black woman inspired that.
Yeah.
When I first started, it was more so, it wasn't really a choice because I started out doing people I know, like my mom's friends, my friends, so naturally we hang around, other people of color, so that's what it turned into. But once I started not just doing clients, but actually planning my own shoots, it always went back to, man, we are so beautiful as a people.
Yes.
We are so amazing. I think other people need to know this. So I started wanting to share it. I noticed, which I didn't even realize, but my mom would tell me, like, girl, every single model that you pick, she's dark, and you always put her on the afro. Like, what are you doing? Like, you turn them into you? I'm like, girl, this is what I like. This was beautiful. Like, I think every black woman should have an afro. Like, how we were born, our skin, everything is so great, and most people don't really see the beauty in that. Especially, I kind of want to teach my dark-skinned clients, because it'll be literally women 50 years old, and they'll be like, man, I never had a photo shoot other than like with my kids. I never saw myself as beautiful. I only trust you to take this photo because of the way that you look at black women, and I kind of want to see myself through your eyes. So I was like, man, that was everything for me.
So you talk about your mom a lot. How has she inspired this journey?
She's definitely, okay, for me, my mom is like everything. Like, I was a daddy's girl and then I had to switch sides. We're not going to talk about that. But now I'm like a full mama's girl. And I think it came getting closer to her as I became like an actual woman. And I was talking to this guy. I just went back to Florida over this past week, and I came here just for this interview.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm like fresh back
Thank
to
you.
Atlanta.
Thank you.
And so I was literally talking to my friends. I was like, man, my mama trained me to be like a professional black lady. Like when I was young, if I ever had to write a school report, I wrote it on either Madam C.J. Walker, who invented a hot comb, and she was like one of the first black millionaires like ever. And I would do like Alice Walker, who wrote The Color Purple. Every single year from 7 years old until 17 years old. Like my only book she ever gave me was like the Black Encyclopedia and The Color Purple, and just Their Eyes Was Watching God. The Color Purple was the first book I ever wrote, and she would like really school me on like what black people contributed, what we mean to this country, how we can contribute now based on like what happened. Like she made me watch Rosewood and all this stuff I probably shouldn't be watching, but she made me watch Roots, and I was just like, man, I didn't really understand the value in that stuff until I became like an actual black woman. I saw in society, okay, I'm from Florida, but we not treated as equal as other people that's here. And then I came to Atlanta, and that just kind of put it over the top for me, because I was like, man, there's all these different type of black people that they're all super successful. They're all just doing their own thing. Like I've never seen this in my life.
Yeah, Atlanta is the mecca for that. Yeah,
Right.
it is. Yeah.
Right, and so much natural hair. Like I just was like embraced wearing an afro like last year, 2 years ago, and it was just like I felt like I was introduced to myself. And like funny enough, my mama did not like it. She used to call me nappy hair all the time, child. She's like, "Ooh, child, you need some oil, you need some grease." I'm like, girl, like how are you surprised? Like you trade me up to this moment like I'm supposed to be like black power. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But now she like it because other people like you. Girl.
So how important is it to you for when you're shooting your female clients to help them to appreciate their color, especially because we live in a society, and I hate to do this, where sometimes the darker your skin is as a woman, the more you're overlooked.
Right.
You know, and the lighter your skin is, the more you're exalted and you're pushed to the front. So how important is that to you to convey, especially to darker skinned black women, that like you're beautiful, you matter?
I think for me, I'm not really like, other than I have to talk right now, but I'm not really like a talker. I'm more of like a, you know, an empathetic person. While I listen, I'm there, I'm present. But for me and my clients especially, I kind of lead by example. So when I come to my shoots, like I might come to my shoot dressed like this. Like I'll be on the ladder getting lights and putting on backdrops, and they're just like, how do you dress like this? How you get this big old afro? Like, what are you doing? And then a lot of them at first, especially once I pull out the camera, like everything will be all fine. Like we'll be kikiing, ha. Right when I pull out that camera, they like go into like this defense mode. They're just like, oh my god, like don't look at me like this. Like I look crazy right now. And for me, I learned I don't pay attention to it. I normalize all of that stuff. I don't feed into that energy. Like they'll be like, oh, like I look so dark in this. I'm like, yeah, you do look dark. And
Is that a problem?
Yeah, like okay,
Yeah.
I'm dark, you black. Like what? So for me, it's just not even giving into that and just allowing them to see that being dark is normal. You was literally born that way. There's nothing wrong with the way that she was born. This is not a mistake. It is just what it is. And I think just them seeing how confident I am, like I have no hang-ups about my dark skin. Like I never wished I was lighter, and that came from my background. So for me to just be moving so carelessly, it's like a carefree black girl, and I don't really see, like I'm already validated before I walk outside. So it's just like, once they see me move around like that, it
inspires them.
They're in shock. That's like a huge shock for them. It would be like if I kind of called them and I was like, you know, you're so beautiful, da da da. Like I would be kind of giving into it. Like, oh yeah, you have this problem. Something is wrong with you. I'm like, no, you strong. Like you have kids. You're beautiful. You've lived all these years, experienced all these things. As a black woman, you're gonna live the rest of your life as a black woman. Like, it is what it is.
So, the next question. So I know like a lot of people are afraid to be a full-time entrepreneur because it takes a lot of work.
Right.
Are there any times where you get nervous or you get scared and you're like, okay, I think I'm gonna just go get me a regular job? Or how do you keep going? How do you keep pushing? Because I know like it's a lot.
It is a lot. I honestly, even though it is hard, I never really considered getting a job an option. I always knew, like I always had, my mom always had like a hair salon on the side.
Okay.
My dad always had like side hustles. I always seen that as like a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was glad that I saw that representation little, so it wasn't even like a crazy idea to be an entrepreneur because I grew up with it. I grew up in the salon. I was raised by a business. So for me, and then I'm also like, I like to be the boss. I don't like people telling me what to do. I like to be like, look, this is how it's going to be. We're going to come here, we're going to do this, and it's going to be like that, period. So for me, I'm like, you can't go on people's job and tell them that. Like, they going to be like, look, like, I cut your check every 2 weeks. Like,
yeah,
you need to get with it. So I always knew that if I was going to be the boss, I had to be the one that cut the check. I had to be the one to be on my own time. I had to make it happen.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just like, right now it's scary because I'm actually transitioning from just being like a portrait photographer. Like actually, in 2 days, I quit my job as that. It became a job for me. Yeah, that's my tea. I quit my job as that. It became a job because it was just like, I don't know, I feel like I was called to something else. In photography, the skill fit, like I spent my whole life doing photos, looking at photos, researching photos. But I quit my job as that. I was like, yo, I really love putting photo shoots together. I really love calling the hairstylists, makeup artists, designers. I love placing the lights. I love directing. I love being able to put people together and watch them create something and feel proud of it after. Like that's like my true, I feel like that's my true gift. So I was like, and I was also like, I want to be able to spread those things to other people. More people than just like, hey, I took these pictures for your family, but most of the time they just mean something to your family. Like I want to be able to like give that experience to other people, other girls in college, other little girls that's watching me. I want to be able to broaden that horizon and just spread representation and awareness outside of just families. So for me, I'm doing that. And then I'm also going to be taking my retouching tutorials because I'm still going to teach that. That's going to be like my full-time gig. But I'm going to do like online classes, workshops. Yeah, like I'm doing my first workshop in person next month. Yeah.
So are you nervous about this transition? Because that's quite a transition. Are you nervous?
I feel like I'm scared, but I feel like I'm scared, but I'm more afraid of like being stuck in a place I don't belong in. That's the scariest thing to me. I'm just like, I was getting to the point where I was just like, man, something has to change. I can no longer stay in this place. I have to move. It's not an option to move in my mind. So I'm like, man, I already mentally forsaken the whole idea of just doing portraits. And I'm already thinking like, ever since I decided to make the switch, I feel like my life is just restored. I have so much hope. I'm like, man, I can like create this and this, and I'm launching my products in a couple of weeks. So I'm like, oh my God, I have to learn so many skills that I just didn't know. Like, I'm like, child, how do you even do taxes for this? I'm like, what's going on, child? Oh my God. So it was just like a learning process all over. Like I get to begin again, and to me, that's the biggest gift.
I think that's so crazy that you would say that because I feel like so many people are afraid. I think so many people are so afraid to take that leap and take that jump because even for me, like, it's some things that I've been wanting to do, but I've been so afraid of like, okay, what are people going to think? Is this going to make me some money? Is this going to be a waste of my time? Is it really as good as an idea as it is in my head?
Right.
But I think you have to learn how to get out of your head and trust yourself, and I just think that's so dope. So
I do have to put a disclaimer. I am 22 with no kids.
Yeah.
I have no attachments. I'm in a position where I can make this leap. If you have attachments, you have a family to provide for,
plan that thing.
You need to plan it out. You can't just say I'm quitting your job.
Trust
look, your kids not gonna, McDonald's not gonna pay for that.
It's so a trip that you would say that, because so many people paint this picture of, oh, one day I woke up and I just quit my job.
No.
And I'm like, they never tell the backstory.
No.
They never tell you that, oh, they may have been planning for that quitting
Right.
a year in advance, or either they
Right.
saved up this much money. All they say is, oh, I woke up, quit my job, and the next month I was making $80,000 a year.
Yeah, like,
you know, and so
no.
many people are feeding, they're hearing this and they're listening to this and realizing it's a lot that comes with
Right.
entrepreneurship.
And then it discouraged them if they quit their job and that don't happen. Like, you made 80,000, I made $8.
Yeah, so now they're mad. They're like, so you lied to me.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh no, child, look, I don't have no kids. I'm doing this just based off, like, I'm also, you have to start small. For me, I knew I can't go into like e-commerce just yet. That's so I have a physical product. I'm doing this based on the stuff I have right now. I have Photoshop already downloaded that I pay for every month. I have a YouTube channel already. I have Instagram already. I'm using things I already have. So really, it's not that much of a risk because I'm using what's in my toolbox already.
So is that a tip that you would give
Yeah.
beginner entrepreneurs? Use what you have first before you
Most
start.
Definitely.
Okay.
Because a lot of the time, especially our gifts are the things that we take for granted. And gifts are the things we look over. When I was thinking about being a photographer, I was just like, I read the Bible a lot. So I would read the Bible and I came across a verse. I forgot where it was, but it was like, look in your own house. Your blessing is in your house. And my blessing literally was in my house. Like, it was in a camera box, and I didn't know until I moved from one side of Atlanta to the other. And I came across it. I was like, man, I used to love taking pictures. It was there the whole time. I could have changed my life years ago if I would have just paid attention to what was in my house. And the key's always right in front of you.
That is such a blessing. Girl, she done spoke a word. She done spoke a word. Okay,
Right.
so I want you to finish this sentence for me. Black women are magic because
God is a black mama.
I've never heard that before.
I have to
Yes.
tell you about this. This is like
Please
this
do.
is my theory. So you know how most people like they don't really do religion because they're like, oh, God is angry, God is always talking trash. But I'm like, put it in perspective. When I read the Bible, yeah, it's all this like hell and damnation and fire and all this, but literally right after, he's like, yeah, okay, I know you didn't mean it, so just say you sorry and then here goes some spaghetti. Like, it's how my mom wants to say, whoop you, and they be like, here goes some spaghetti. And they just like cuss you out and all this. But then they be like, oh, this is my baby, like I love them to their friends, and you just like, I was just a such and such in the car. So I'm just like, no, like, God is that tough love. I really believe that when they say that we were created in man's image, in his image, I really believe that black women are the origins of not just the world, but they also like the future. Like, when we have a black lady president, that's gonna be like my everything. Like, she's gonna be on my wallpaper. I'm gonna wear her on a t-shirt every day. Like, girl, I'm gonna tell everybody I know.
So let us know how we can follow you, where we can follow you, the website information, because we want to get these classes out. We want to get you out there. So give us the spiel, the whole spiel.
Okay, so I'm Symone Seven, Symone Symone, no I, no A, with a Y. So Symone, all platforms, sorry, all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Symone7.com. Everything will be there. I have a photo blog. I have where you can have my online classes. I even have some merchandise that's coming out. So, you know, just Symone 7.
And yes, everybody, she is as beautiful in person as she is on Instagram. Okay.
Right.
Alrighty, so we'll be right back. We're going to toast to this beautiful goddess. So, yeah, let us go get our drinks, ladies, and we will be right back. Okay, ladies, so we have our drink. The tea was spilled, the inspiration was given, and we are so honored to have interviewed and have Miss Symone Seven in our presence. She is absolutely a goddess. Take her words, adhere to them, listen to them, and remember, ladies, you know, it's okay to jump. It's suggested to jump, but make sure you plan before you jump, okay?
Alrighty.
Yes, that is, if I didn't learn anything else, I learned that. And also, embrace your skin, embrace who you are, embrace your beauty, embrace everything that makes you you, because we're black women and we are so proud. So, beautiful goddess, We appreciate you for coming. We appreciate your honesty, your transparency, for just you being an amazing woman that give other women inspiration and light. And for that, we honor you.
Aww.
And that is why you are our dope woman of the month. So let's toast.
Thank you.
Take a sip. Okay. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Rated Her, RATEDDHER. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Rated Her, and do not forget to support this beautiful goddess on all her social medias, and be sure to keep up. Her classes will be out soon, as well as her merchandise. So until next time, ladies, okay, I want you to just say it's Rated Her, and then I'm going to say for you, for me, for she, for her. We're going to say Rated Her, okay? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Rated Her.
Oh, we're supposed to
Yeah, girl.
Oh,
Let's
sure.
do it together. 1, 2, 3. Rated Her. For you, for me, for she, for her. Rated Her.